Hello, this is Professor Asma Parveen from Department of Psychology, Aligarh Muslim University. Today I will be talking about the methods of determining reliability of a measurement. When we are doing a research, it is very important to ensure that the information we have collected is trustworthy. And to determine the reliability of the data, researchers utilize various methods known as reliability estimates. Each estimate offers a unique perspective on the dependability or reliability of the data, allowing researchers to assess the consistency and reliability of their findings. By employing these different approaches, researchers can have a comprehensive understanding of the reliability of their data. Usually, there are three ways to determine the reliability, and these are external consistency procedures and internal consistency procedures. By utilizing both external and internal consistency procedures, researchers can obtain a more comprehensive evaluation of the reliability of their instruments. So, the first category of procedures is external consistency procedures. An important way to estimate the reliability of an instrument is through external consistency procedures. These procedures involve comparing the results obtained from the instrument with other established measures or criteria. By examining how well the instrument aligns with the external standards, researchers can measure its reliability. This approach provides valuable insights into the consistency of the instrument's measurements and its ability to accurately capture the intended variables. These procedures are of two types. First is test retest method and the second one is parallel forms method. The first one is test retest method, and this is a statistical method used to determine if measurements remain consistent over time. It involves administering the same test or procedure to the same group of individuals on two separate occasions and examining the consistency of their scores. This type of reliability assessment is particularly valuable when we believe that the attribute being measured remains relatively stable between the two testing periods. By comparing the results obtained at different points in time, researchers can evaluate the extent to which the measurement tool produces consistent and reliable outcomes. This information is important for ensuring the accuracy and validity of the research findings. To assess test retest reliability, researchers usually calculate a correlation coefficient which measures the strength and direction of the relationship between the scores obtained at each testing session. A high correlation coefficient indicates a strong positive relationship, suggesting that the measurements are highly consistent over time. On the other hand, a low correlation coefficient suggests a weak or inconsistent relationship, indicating that the measurements may not be reliable. The correlation coefficient ranges from -1 to +1, with values closer to +1 indicating greater reliability. Researchers often aim for a correlation coefficient above zero point 0.7 to consider the measurements sufficiently reliable. There are certain key concepts that are associated with test retest reliability, and one of the important aspect is stability of measurements. Test retest reliability ensures in achieving reliable results. It is important to select an appropriate time interval between the task, taking into account the level of taking into account the, taking into account the level of stability of the variable being measured. Additionally, practical considerations such as the duration of the study and the potential impact of participants' memory on their scores should be also taken into consideration. Another aspect is participant variability, and it refers to the differences between participants that can affect the reliability of a test. Factors such as motivation levels, fatigue, and changes in what is being measured can also contribute to variability. To ensure accurate and reliable measurements, it is crucial to minimize these sources of variability. Another important aspect of test reliability is the stability of the measurement instrument. The tool used to measure something must remain consistent throughout the testing process. Any changes or inconsistencies in the tool can compromise the reliability of the test results. Therefore, it is essential to maintain the stability of the measurement instrument. By minimizing participant variability and ensuring measurement instrument stability, we can enhance the reliability of test results. This means that the measurements taken are more likely to accurately reflect what is being measured without being influenced by external factors or inconsistencies in the measurement tool. Consistency and reliability are important in research to ensure accurate conclusions and informed decisions. In the field of psychology, test retest reliability plays a significant role in evaluating personality traits or changes. This reliability refers to the stability of people's scores over time when they take the same test or measure on two different occasions. To assess test retest reliability, researchers administer the identical test or measure to a group of individuals at two separate times. The interval between two tests should be carefully determined to strike a balance. It should be long enough so that participants do not remember their previous answers, but not excessively long that potential changes occur. For example, if the focus is on memory recall, a few days between the test may be appropriate. However, when examining long term personality traits, a more extended period of several weeks or months might be necessary. This allows for a comprehensive evaluation of how consistent individuals' score remain over an extended duration. By ensuring high test retest reliability, researchers can have confidence in their findings and draw meaningful conclusions about personality traits or the changes. The reliability of a test can be influenced by a number of factors, and one of the important factors is the stability of what is being measured. If something remains relatively constant over time, such as intelligence or personality traits, then the test is likely to yield consistent results with each administration. However, if the attribute being measured is subject to significant fluctuations like mood or symptoms of a temporary condition, then the test may not be as reliable. Additionally, the characteristics of the individuals taking the test can also impact its reliability. Factors such as age, gender, culture, and socioeconomic status can all influence how individuals respond to the test questions. These variations in responses can lead to fluctuations in scores over time, necessitating researchers to consider the demographics of the test takers when assessing the test reliability. Another crucial factor to consider is the length and complexity of the test itself. If a test is lengthy or overly challenging, it may result in fatigue or boredom among the test takers. This could potentially lead to inconsistent scores across multiple administrations. Conversely, a shorter and simpler test might be more reliable since it reduces the likelihood of test takers becoming tired or disengaged. Test retest reliability is an important concept in research and measurement as it allows to determine if a test or measuring instrument remains consistent over time. And this test retest reliability has various advantages. And one of the advantages is that by administering the same test to the same group of people on two different occasions, we can assess whether the scores remain unchanged. This information is important in determining the stability of the measurement. In addition to assessing stability, test-retest reliability also provides insights into the accuracy of a measuring instrument. If the scores consistently remain the same each time the test is administered, it indicates that the measure is accurately capturing what it is intended to capture. This evidence of consistency gives us confidence in the validity of the measure. Quality control is another important aspect of research as it ensures that the measuring instrument used in a study produces consistent and reliable results. So, by implementing quality control measures, researchers can minimize errors and enhance the credibility of their findings. And one particular method that helps in this process is test retest reliability, which is particularly valuable in studies that examine changes in individuals' characteristics or behavior over time. Through assessing the reliability of their measurements, researchers can determine whether the observed changes are genuine or merely a result of measurement errors. And this helps to establish the validity and accuracy of the study's outcomes in longitudinal studies. Another important advantage of test retest reliability is in comparative studies, as it allows researchers to compare as this test retest reliability allows researchers to compare different groups or conditions. By comparing test scores, researchers can draw meaningful conclusions about the differences or similarities in what they are measuring. This is important because it helps us understand how reliable and consistent the results are across various settings and populations. Another important factor in research is replicability. When a measuring instrument consistently produces the same results in different studies or research settings, it increases our confidence in the reliability and generalizability of the findings. In other words, we can trust that the results can be replicated in other studies. It strengthens the validity of the research also. Another important aspect is statistical analysis. Statistical analysis play a crucial role in research, providing valuable insights and avoiding errors. To ensure accuracy, researchers depend on reliable measures that yield consistent results, and one such measure is test retest reliability, which helps assess stability, validate measures, control quality, and enhance the replicability of research findings. By ensuring the consistency and accuracy of their measuring instruments, researchers can have greater confidence in the outcomes of their studies. Test retest method also has certain disadvantages, and and the one of the one of the limitation is that the time interval between test administrations can impact the results. If the interval is too short, participants may remember their previous responses, leading to higher reliability estimates than what is accurate. Conversely, if the interval is too long, there may be actual changes in what is being measured, which can decreases the reliability. Another potential disadvantage of test retest reliability is the practice effect. This occurs when participants perform better on the test simply because they have been exposed to the test items before rather than due to any actual changes in what is being measured. As a result, this can lead to an overestimation of the stability of the measure. It is important to be aware of these limitations and potential disadvantages when using test retest reliability as a method of assessment. To mitigate the potential disadvantage of test retest reliability, researchers can carefully consider the time interval between test administrations. Finding a balance between a short enough interval to prevent participants from remembering their previous responses and a long enough interval to avoid actual changes in what is being measured is crucial. Additionally, researchers can take steps to minimize the practice effect by using alternate forms of the test or randomizing the order of test questions. Another disadvantage of test retest reliability are carryover effects and external factors, and both can impact the reliability of test results. Carryover effects occur when the outcome of a previous test influences performance on a subsequent test. This can happen if someone becomes more familiar with the test format or alters their answers based on prior experiences. As a result, the reliability of the second test may be compromised. In addition to carryover effects, external factors can also introduce variability and decrease the reliability of test results. Changes in the individual's life circumstances, such as personal events or environmental factors, can also influence their performance on a test. For example, if someone experiences a significant life event between tests, it may affect their focus, motivation, or overall well being, ultimately impacting their test performance. These external factors can create additional sources of variability that make it difficult to accurately assess the individual's true abilities or knowledge. So, it is important to consider these factors when interpreting test results, as they can provide valuable context and help explain any unexpected variations in performance. To ensure the reliability of test results, it is crucial to minimize the influence of carryover effects and external factors. Test administrators should strive to create consistent testing conditions and environments for all individuals. Additionally, individuals should be encouraged to approach each test with a fresh mindset, avoiding any biases or preconceived notions from previous experiences. Another important limitation of test retest reliability is the participants' characteristics. When it comes to taking a test, the individuals involved can vary greatly in terms of their motivation, attention, and engagement. These, different, these differences can have a direct impact on how well they perform on the test and the reliability of the results obtained. For instance, those who are highly motivated and attentive tend to have more reliable results compared to those who lack motivation or engagement. Furthermore, it is crucial to understand the reliability of a test can fluctuate depending on the specific group of people taking it and the circumstances surrounding the test. The results obtained from one particular group or situation may not necessarily be applicable to everyone else. This highlights the need for caution when generalizing findings and drawings conclusions based solely on one set of results. So, it is important to recognize that motivation and engagement are not static traits but can vary from person to person and even within individuals over time. Another method to measure reliability is alternative, equivalent, or parallel form method. This is a widely used technique in education, research, and development to assess the reliability of different measuring instruments. This method involves administering two separate tests to the same group of individuals, similar to the test retest method. However, unlike the test retest method, where the exact same test is given again, the alternative form method utilizes a different version of the test for the second round of testing. By doing so, researchers can determine if the results obtained from the two versions of the test are consistent and reliable. The alternative form method is particularly useful when it comes to assessing the reliability of tests that measure complex skills or knowledge. For example, in educational settings, this method can be applied to evaluate the consistency of exams that assess critical thinking abilities or problem solving skills. By using different versions of the test, educators can ensure that the scores obtained by students accurately reflect their true abilities rather than being influenced by factors such as test fatigue or memorization of specific questions. Thus, two equivalent reading tests should contain reading passages and questions of the same difficulty, but creating a reliable reading test requires careful consideration of the passages and questions. Thus, two equivalent reading tests should contain reading passages and questions of the same difficulty, but creating a reliable reading test requires careful consideration of the passages and questions. It is important that the difficulty level remains consistent while approaching the topic from different angles. To assess the reliability of the test, two forms should be administered about 2 weeks apart to account for any changes in abilities over time. By comparing the results of these two forms, we can determine the reliability of the test. To better understand this concept in educational testing, let us consider a scenario involving a researcher developing a standardized math test for high school students. In order to ensure parallel forms reliability, the researcher must create two versions of the test, Form A and Form B. These versions are meticulously designed to have the same level of difficulty, cover the same content, and accurately measure math abilities. By having two different forms of the test, it allows for a more comprehensive assessment of the skills of the students. This approach ensures that the test is not biased towards specific topics or question types, as both forms cover the same content. Additionally, using different passages and questions helps to engage students from various perspectives, promoting a deeper understanding of the subject matter. Now I will discuss the advantages of parallel form method. Now I will discuss the advantages of parallel forms method of reliability. And one of the advantage of using this test is by administering two different but similar forms of a test close together in time, test takers are able to maintain their performance level on the second form. This ensures that any differences in scores are truly reflective of variations in ability rather than changes in circumstances. Additionally, using parallel forms is a more efficient approach compared to other methods of reliability testing as it estimates the need to wait for a long period of time to administer the same test again. Another key advantage of parallel forms is their ability to control for factors that can influence test results. The practice effect and memory effect, where test takers remember specific items from the first administration of the test and perform better on them during the second administration, can significantly impact reliability. However, by utilizing similar but not identical content in the second form, parallel forms prevent these effects from distorting the accuracy of the test. This ensures that the test results are a true reflection of the test taker's abilities. Parallel forms reliability also has its disadvantages, and one of the drawbacks is that it requires a substantial number of questions, such as 100, in order to yield reliable results. The more questions there are, the more accurate the correlation will be. However, there is another potential drawback to parallel forms reliability. Even if we split a test into two halves randomly, there is no guarantee that these halves will be equal in difficulty. There is no guarantee that these halves will be equal in difficulty. This means that the scores obtained from each half could differ simply because one half happens to be more challenging than the other. Despite these limitations, parallel forms reliability remains a valuable tool for evaluating the consistency of tests. By comparing the performance of individuals on two different versions of the same test, we can have insights into the reliability of the assessment. This method allows us to identify any discrepancies or inconsistencies in the test items, which can help improve future iterations of the test. To mitigate the risk of unequal difficulty between the two halves of a test, researchers often employ various strategies. These may include retesting the items to ensure their equivalence, using statistical techniques to adjust for any differences in difficulty, or even creating multiple forms of the test to increase the chances of obtaining reliable results. This is all for today. Thank you.